I'm tired of being punished for getting sick. I've been at my current employer for about 2 years now, and about a year ago, we were acquired by a new company. With the old company, you had unlimited sick days and you only needed to prove you were sick if you wanted to get paid for that sick day. With our new company, however, you need to prove sickness if you call off sick. I've been feeling absolutely awful for the past 3 days, so I called off from my shift tomorrow. I can't get a doctor's note because I cannot afford health insurance or a trip to a doctor, and therefore my impending absence has gotten me a citation due to the possibility that I could be lying about being sick. I honestly don't understand the logic behind this. Even if I was faking being sick, why would that even matter? If I don't show up, you don't pay me, and I let you guys know more than 10 hours in advance, so that gives plenty of time to find coverage. I'll get a doctor's note when you pay for doctors. All I'm gonna say is we developed unions, and collective bargaining cause angry mobs of abused workers would drag factory owners' managers out of their houses and beat them in the street. This was not seen as an apt solution. On the other hand, now they seem to be pretty anti-union and very insistent that the Second Amendment be respected. In first world countries, they have to let you self-certify for the first few days. How am I supposed to prove I have a severe migraine? If you have diarrhea, would a video of you shitting your soul out suffice? Had a manager that was bitching about me calling out sick when I was pregnant. So, I sent her a picture of my vomit bag, not the contents inside. She shut up. Do something like that. My opinion: if your company requires a doctor's note for sick days, then they should be required to pay for that doctor's visit. I have told every boss I have ever had that if they want a sick note, they get the bill that comes with it. Somehow, no one has ever needed a sick note, even if it was company policy. Maybe I got lucky, and my managers just weren't Dixon enough to force the issue. Go in and puke on their desk. Look them in the eye as you do. Yep, I have to go to work despite a medical issue and have a write-up coming because of a dumb attendance policy. I have plenty of sick days, but I cannot use them without a DR's note now because I went over the arbitrary number of sick days because I was, well, sick. We are adults, treat us like it. If the company doesn't pay for doctors, then they can pound sand for a doctor's note. FFs. It sucks. I've been fired for taking too much time off from being sick a lot before. Crazy BC, it was a nanny job and the kids got me sick. In Denmark, your employer have to pay for the doctor's note if they want it. I somehow thought that was a standard. Oh, and we also get paid, even if we're sick. You guys need rights. Yesterday, I have the right to take 12 days off every year as sick leave with no questions asked. I also have 10 days per child with the same protection. The only thing my boss asks me when I call in sick is there anything I can do for you? Any appointments I need to move or someone I must contact for you? And then she tells me to feel well and that we will see each other soon again. This is Norway though. Walk in sick and yak on your manager's boots, then ask if they would like you to go home. Go into work sick. Make them send you home. Google how to form a union. At my job, we are told to stay home if we are sick, but then get punished for it with a points system. Calling off for any reason is 2 points. No call, no show is 8. And leaving halfway through your shift is 1. Being 7 minutes late is 1 point. They don't roll off for an entire year, and the only way to get points taken off is to work 30 consecutive days. And it's just 1 point that gets taken off. You get 12 points in a year and you're gone. Meanwhile, some supervisors and managers have upwards of 20 points and still have a job. I am also tired of being punished for something that happens to everyone eventually. Go into work and puke on the boss's desk. That should solve your problem. Show up to work and puke all over them. Can't think of a better way to prove you're sick. In Spain, it would take you 15 days for the doctor to see you, although it's free, but you can pay around €35 per month for a limited private insurance and have video calls 24/7 with a doctor so you can have your note or prescriptions right away. We used to have shorter times for a doctor to see you. But you know the story. They ruined the public healthcare so the private sector could thrive thanks to our money. If I got paid time off for being sick, I would be sick without guilt. We are human and humans get sick. Since I get no sick time, I show up sick, tears of joy. If they have a problem, send me home and pay me. It depends on which state you're in. But yeah, you just call in sick. If they try to give you an attitude, start documenting it. If they're trying to guilt trip you, get them to send it via email. They'll backpedal a lot. Majority of them doing it so they don't pay out any expenses that ding their bonus check for Xmas. I'm currently on attendance probation because I've used too many sick days. So now I require a note every time I call out. And even though I bring in a note every single time, just one extra sick day gets my probation extended. It's absurd. We do get 10 sick days a year, with 5 paid. But no one can control how often they get sick. And I have physical and mental health problems, they don't care. Screw these places. I would straight up say, hey, you want a doctor's note? Give me insurance or give me money to go get checked out. And I understand where you are coming from. I get sick all of the time. I am on free health insurance. Costs $0 per month. Max 10 out of pocket for specialist, which is needed for me since I have been trying to figure out what is wrong with me. Just got a new diagnosis today. Took 2 years to get to a genetics doctor and a rheumatologist. On top of that, I am on pain management. If you get sick often, please feel free to send me a message and I'll send you the number to my insurance sales representative. They are awesome. My partner recently found a job in the medical field in which they demanded that she'd call them around 5 a.m. before every shift she'd miss because of sickness. She told them that there is no chance she'll come in this week, but they still demanded that. I was sick too that week. Waking up every night to an alarm clock was terrible. She works in IT now. As do I. It may not be her dream field, but God, how they treat you is way different. I just go in sick and wait to get sent home. If they want me to not take sick days and then get the whole staff sick because they are being complete sociopaths about sickness, then so be it. Last time it happened, my boss gave me shit for coming in sick and I told her, well, if I had just called in, you would have assumed I was faking, so I came in to prove it. So don't blame me if you or others get sick. Fuck employers who don't trust their employees or give them the benefit of the doubt. Can you just fake a doctor's note? I've done it several times. If they call your doctor to verify the note, they aren't even able to verify that you're a patient without a signed release of information. I feel this so hard. I expect to be fired next week as I have 3 verbal write-ups and I just missed 2 days of work. 2 last week as well. Same illness. I have DRS notes. My health has been a problem for about a year, but due to finances I only just got a PCP to start figuring out what is wrong. I applied for FMLA but my job HR denied it. IDK why my supervisors think I'm calling off just to not work. I'm a single parent and can barely afford the basics as it is. Sitting home sick isn't going to pay bills. The logic is that they want you to work sick.